Well, Scottish Justice Secretary Kenny McCaskill defended his decision to release Lockerbie bomber Abdelbaset Ali al-Megrahi in an emergency session of Parliament today. Since that release, both Scotland and First Minister Alex Salmond have received non-stop criticism from the United States. If you remember, al-Megrahi was convicted of killing 270 people in the 1988 bombing of a Pan Am jumbo jet. He was just released from a Scottish prison on compassionate grounds after serving only 8 years of that sentence. Al-Megrahi is terminally ill with prostate cancer. Joining us now from Edinburgh, Scotland, is Bloomberg's Peter Woodfield. Peter, thanks for joining us. We're seeing the Justice Minister come forward and defend his decision. What's happening in Scottish Parliament today?
Well, Mr. McCaskill has been repeatedly saying how it was his decision and his alone. He's not getting a lot of support in the Parliament. All the main opposition parties have all criticised his decision to do it for different reasons, but he's struggling to get much support. But he is saying quite pointedly that he will live with the consequences of his decision, and it's possible there will be a vote of no confidence either in him or in the government, possibly next week when Parliament returns from its summer break.
Now, there's been a lot of speculation as to why the Scottish government would go forward with such an unpopular, at least on this side of the Atlantic, such an unpopular decision. What is behind this? I mean, there are rumors of potentially a trade deal between Libya and the United Kingdom, some other angles that might have caused this to happen. What are you hearing?
Well, very much the same as you. There was a lot of reports in the papers yesterday about a possible trade deal and how Mr. Megrahi's release or return to Libya was always on the table in commercial discussions between UK and Libya. And the feeling is that it's not as straightforward as it appears to be, even if the full truth hasn't yet come out. Certainly the Labour government is keeping fairly quiet on it. And this probably has further to go as politics resumes after the summer holidays.
Wow. So what's the headline in terms of fallout there in Scotland?
Well, the headline and the fallout is that the SNP government is under pressure because there's a difference of opinion as to whether it has much support for this. Some people think it has support. Other polls suggest that it doesn't. One of the interesting things is that the split between those who approve of the release and those who don't isn't split on traditional left-right or conservative liberal lines. There are quite a few conservatives who support the decision and human rights lawyers who disapprove.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I do want to bring you some quick headlines here. A Scottish minister says he now regrets that Libya did not adhere to assurances of a low-key arrival of the accused Lockerbie bomber. And